I think it's the one where I was reading about something where he fights a dragon ogre, Shaggoth. Is that correct? I don't know. Do I know wrong? Like he fights Sigma.
Well, the thing is,
dragon ogre?
you were saying a dragon ogre, and my brain went, "How do you make a?" And then as soon as you said, then you went Shaggoth, and I was like, like you answered the question in my mind for me.
Yeah, the dragon ogres and the ogres, not at all related. Hello and welcome to Lorecrimes, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I, Colin, am the one helming the quiz, and I'll be forcing fantasy lore down everyone's throat. Now, how about we go through our contestants and see how they feel about their lore knowledge on the Empire of Man? Hal, you wanna start us off?
I would say my knowledge is pain, rusty, rusty like a spoon. It's I regret everything. I'm not sure why I'm here. God save me.
Jeez.
We're starting off. We're starting off confident.
Very.
Eli, you wanna follow that up?
I feel of medium knowledge.
Medium.
Hal was earlier, like last week, Hal was saying his fantasy knowledge is okay, so I was a little bit nervous. But now with that, with what he just said, I'm a little bit less nervous.
It's gonna be another dub for Eli.
I'm the defending champ. I gotta keep the belt.
The title. And Andy, would you like to round us off?
Don't mind me. I'm just going to be here as well. I'm not going to get any answers. I'm just going to be here making quips because I literally know nothing about Warhammer Fantasy. I'm a purebred 40k boy. So I'm just going to be here as well while I watch Eli win again and Hal come close. That's my prediction.
All right.
He's not wrong.
I appreciate the confidence.
The contestants are ready. One of them to win and the other two to be here. Well,
The other two have to fight it out in
It's
real
okay.
life.
My quiz is the next one, so I can't possibly win that one, right?
he has to take a break eventually.
He'll win it emotionally.
Well, for what it's worth, gentlemen, the easy, I'm pretty confident that everyone's going to get at least two. So, are the contestants ready?
Ready?
Hit us.
Well, in that case, why don't we start off with, and you'll need to bear with me for the first, or you know what, actually, pardon me, I think I'm going to save that one for last. So,
Oh no.
for the first one, this one is still a simple one. What race is the Empire of Man most friendly with? Out of all the other races in Warhammer, who are they best buds with?
Okay, this is we can breathe.
Do it.
Can I ask an innocuous question?
By all means.
How many races are there in Warhammer Fantasy?
Would you like me to just start listing?
14 and a half.
14 and a half.
No, there's
Okay, just as I have an idea, because if I lean on other like fantasy-based tropes, I might be like, oh, there's probably this many.
I would say for what it's worth, this is a question that isn't necessarily even Warhammer specific. General fantasy knowledge.
No, let him suffer.
Yes.
Please, I need this.
I have a strong suspicion, but we'll see what happens.
We'll see what's right. All right, I have 1, 2. I just need Andy's answer.
Yeah, don't worry, it's coming. There you go.
Turns
All
out
right.
off kilter want to meet that.
We've got 3 answers, and maybe it wasn't as easy as I thought.
Oh, pain.
Anyway,
We've already let you down.
Oh no.
we'll be moving on. This one
I'm starting to sweat.
Now with this one, I do want to preface. It is in the easy section. This is from the knowledge of people familiar with Warhammer Fantasy, so I do apologize. What is the name of the principal god of the Empire of Man before Sigmar's ascension? So the answer is not Sigmar. The one other than Sigmar. He's still very important, but before Sigmar, he was the main guy.
I'm feeling pretty good right now.
How are we punished on spelling? Just wondering.
Not at all. If it looks vaguely like what the answer is.
So if I create the right smoke signals, will you interpret this in my favor?
When they get to me in 6 to 5 weeks, I'll make sure to interpret them correctly.
Okay.
All right.
I'm feeling more confident as we're going on, but I can't wait for you to like a train, like a freight train out of nowhere, hit me with that fucking fantasy lore and just ruin me.
It'll come later.
Oh my gosh, dude.
We are children.
You can probably tell I got my last answer with that one. So you know what? I'll end off with the easy section with the easiest question. Now you will once again need to bear with me, not because it's a hard question, but because I need a long time to say all of these words. Okay.
Okay.
Who
Ominous.
is the current Emperor of the Empire of Man, Prince and Emperor of Altdorf, Elector Count of Reichland, Wielder of Galmaraz, Rider of
Oh, I know
Deathclaw,
this one.
greatest statesman of the old world, and the single best emperor Warhammer has ever seen?
There you go. I know this one.
See? I told,
right, okay.
I think I spelled his name right.
I told you what, at least one of them was going to be gotten.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you might have just chucked that one in just so we all have to say his name. just as like a
I
kind of.
don't know. It's either that or it's just like, well, Andy needs 1 point just to save face. Here's one for Andy, and that's it.
Well, it's
I feel Eli's too confident. I can feel it already. He's
A menacing chuckle.
My message is too long. It's 850 characters too long. I better fix that.
Yo, just to confirm, do you Eli? Do you the entire quiz? Like, I feel like you're rubbing your hands together the entire time. Can you confirm or deny these these accusations?
Not yet, but it's coming.
Not.
It's coming. I mean, the first. I'm pretty sure I'm at 100% at least.
Okay.
How are we feeling, gentlemen? For a
Feeling
Okay,
through the
okay.
Feeling good.
We've got an okay. We've got a good.
I'm feeling really well, but none of that is to do with this quiz.
Oh, that's nice though.
It's more of just like, I know I'm going to do terrible, so I'm fine. I accept my fate.
There's something just pleasant about accepting the inevitable. So let's go through them. What race is the Empire of Man most friendly with? Hal and Eli, you were correct. It was in fact the dwarves.
Oof.
Andy, you put elves. I'm afraid that's not correct in this case.
I also put a
Also,
Dwarven Slayer in there
elves.
as well. I knew it was one of the two, so I thought I'd allude to what would have been my answer if not the elves.
Hate me elves.
I do
hate
appreciate the little knife ear simps you threw in.
Knife ear sim.
Unfortunately,
Oh.
it's not correct.
Well, the only reason I put elves is because I know, is it Bretonia, like, run by, like, an elven lady?
She's kind of part of it.
Their technical god is just, in fact, an elven god in disguise.
Yeah, like the lady of the lake, and she's like, I'm hiding my ears. Like, ooh.
Another reason
Cheeky.
they suck.
I can't believe Andy had the bravery to bring up Bretonia with Colin around.
The only reason I know what Bretonia is because of Colin's video. So
I will
Go check out.
one.
Please go check out Pancras No Works video on Bretonia and
Bretonia
why it
suck.
sucks. It's art. That's all I'll say.
The proudest content I've ever created.
Mm-hmm.
As for the next one, who is the principal god before Sigmar? Once again, Eli and Hal, Ulrich, you had correct. I got two different spellings on it, neither of which were correct, but I knew what you meant.
Thank you. Thank you, our Lord and Savior.
And then Andy came through with Jesus, aka Big JC.
Nice.
J-Dog.
he might have been. I don't know.
That's basically what Sigmar was.
Yeah, he's got the same hair. You know.
Basically, yes, but I'm afraid the infinite love of our Lord and Savior does not apply to Warhammer.
It's not transferred to different universes.
Isn't
I don't know.
Sigmar's like Korean Jesus from 2021?
Yeah.
like he has too many abs. Like
It's like what if Jesus and Thor had a baby? It's like Sigmar.
Your Sigmar's
beautiful.
shredded that Sigmar has an 8-pack.
oh my god.
And for the last one, that very long question, You all got it right, of course. Karl Franz, the best emperor, best boy.
Woo.
And Eli spiced it up by spamming all caps Karl Franz until the Discord message limit was reached.
Could we get a succinct sentence, just very briefly, about why is he the best emperor? For those who are not like super familiar with fantasy, Colin, like why is Karl Franz the best?
He's a wonderful statesman, keeps the empire together, and in fact is one of the few people in any Warhammer settings to go, maybe those other races have something worth taking note of. But beyond that, if you just load up his voice lines, he literally speaks for himself. Such a beautiful man.
So awesome.
Okay,
Oof.
can I ask a slightly pinging off that? You say he's a statesman. You say he's kind of keeping everything together.
Indeed.
So what defines him differently from Rabute Gilliman from 40k then?
Because
They're in a similar position.
He manages to do all this without being given divinely granted charisma. He's just that good of a person.
And he
That
has a
much of a
Warhammer.
statesman. He does. He actually has a Warhammer.
He is the Warhammer Fantasy.
Indeed.
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe he's Karl Franz. You know. Okay.
He has won the Warhammer.
Yeah.
He is the Warhammer Fantasy. It doesn't work. It doesn't sound as good.
He is
Yeah, I
the
know.
Warhammer Fantasy battles.
He also doesn't have ultra depression, does he? as well? Oh.
But
Okay.
with that, easy is done. The tally for the points is Andy has won in second
Yay!
place,
That's all
and
I'm gonna get.
Hal and Eli are rocking the 3 out of 3 so far.
Yeah,
So-
I'm happy. I'm happy to share. But that came across wrong. Sorry.
So
To be fair, Hal, just to remind you, no one has won the quiz other than Eli yet. So
you've
Oh,
he's going
pressure.
free
you've
for
got
free.
the most pressure out of anyone.
I'm not going to do
You
it.
have to-
I'm sorry.
Thanks.
And Colin's
Thanks.
running the
That
quiz,
attitude.
so it's up to you, Hal. No pressure.
Oof. All right. All right.
Time
Okay, I got this.
for medium. So, it might get a bit tricky here. According to Emperor Magnus the Pious, there are 3 things that make the Empire of Man great. What are those 3 things?
Oh,
Ooh,
I think I
like-
know it.
ooh.
Oh, see now the hope
This-
has died.
Oh, hold up.
This is also just a metal as hell quote, so
3 things that make the. Can you say it? Can you read it again?
sure.
For me.
According to Emperor Magnus the Pious, before Karl Franz's time, there are 3 things that make the Empire great. What are those 3 things?
I want to live in a situation where I get to yell these things.
Oh, I know.
And just like-
Oh God. I feel like when you describe like when someone asks what makes your country great, and obviously I live in the UK, so you don't really have an answer for that. But you'd say like the food at some point. Obviously, you wouldn't say it in the UK as well. God damn.
Jeez.
Oh my God. How's Andy? Please tell me you're struggling, brother. Like I need to know.
Well, the assumption of struggle requires I have to have the hope that I'm going to win. I'm just having fun.
He's not
I'm just playing.
He's not struggling.
I've just been left in like a big room with a bunch of crayons and been told draw on the walls. It's fine. So that's me right now.
He's got the unplugged controller.
Maybe we'll put it on the fridge.
Can we get? Is there like a slight clue? Like, are these
Like-
traits or are these tangible things?
Have you ever seen those videos that the guy does where it's like Total War factions, and he just makes a cool video of them like killing stuff with the voice lines in the back and stuff?
Apparently not.
Sorry, never mind. Because it's the name of one of those videos, I think.
All right.
Any-
so a little
any-
bit of a hint. 2 of them are things that in real life and Warhammer you can use as a weapon. One of them
Oh.
is something that is you can physically hold only in Warhammer with the way Warhammer works.
Oh
I
my!
got this right.
You can hold. Jesus. I don't know if I say
But only
bolt
in
gun there.
Unfortunately, there are no bolters in fantasy.
Yet.
That would really make the Empire's job easier.
Jeez.
Can I put more than 3 answers, or is that cheating?
So spread your net
you
really
can.
far.
Go
You
for
can,
single
but I'm
points.
only going to look at the first 3.
You know, You know what? I'll commit.
I'll give you a half a point if you. All right.
No, I'm not. I'll play fair. I'm committing.
All right. We've got all three answers, so let's move on. There is a province of the Empire that, though it is officially absorbed into another province, is realistically under the complete control of the vampire counts. What is the name of this province?
Got it.
Just think vampires and
That's it, yeah.
I can't spell it right, but I'm
I
committing.
think Colin's read my answer.
I have indeed. All right, that was a quick one. And for the last one, which of the enemies empires? That's not right. Which of the Empire's enemies do they not officially recognize as even existing? In fact, even bringing up this race is technically it's not illegal, but that's because acknowledging them would be acknowledging them at all. So if you bring up this race of enemies of the Empire, you're just going to get disappeared by a witch hunter. We've got we've got Eli's answer that looks like he's writing his manifesto. All right.
So economics, brothers. Economics. What is it?
Now,
Just that it.
before I read through these, how are we feeling?
Feeling very good.
I feel like I want to sabotage Eli. I need help.
How are you going to do that?
That's a great question.
Mind games. You'll let me win, Eli, because please.
Surely you can't fit all those crowns on one head. I mean, stacking them is dangerous.
We'll see.
Especially all the way up there, where you are above us.
Pain.
Don't let me down, Hal. You literally have a crown as your icon for your channel. You can't not win at least once.
I don't actually believe I call myself a king, though. That would be so conceited. Oh, man.
That's all right. Okay. Well, we'll go through the answers, see how you did. So for the first one, what three things make the Empire great? We have Hal. I'm going to give you half a point because you put our zeal, faith in Sigmar, and the spear. Faith is one of them. And spear isn't technically a full answer, but I think I'll throw you the half point because it's the general theme.
Is that two then? It's faith one.
Faith is one of them, and then the correct answer is Eli got it. Faith, steel, and gunpowder make the Empire great.
Ooh,
gunpowder.
What a raw line. And then Andy. Hit us up.
I have no point of reference, so I just had fun.
Breasts, war crimes, and hot pockets.
The thing was, you said when you were giving hints after I'd sent you the message, like, you can hold them. I went, ooh. And then you said, only in Warhammer. And I'm like, we have breasts here. Damn.
What kind of war is that?
What are you doing?
Well, that's the thing. It starts with breasts, which causes a war crime, and then is resolved with a hot pocket. It makes perfect sense.
I see. It's basically the Trojan War.
I think I'm having an aneurysm. That's like really.
Is that how I get second place? If I give Hal an aneurysm and he has to he has to drop out of the quiz.
If you can kill him, you get second place.
I don't want to kill him. I just want to incapacitate him for one quiz.
Oh my god!
So I can get second place.
All right. Well, for the next one, what province is not is technically part of the Empire, but is under control of the vampire counts? That province is Sylvania, which Hal and Eli came through on that one.
Yeah.
And then we have from Andy, Miami. I really want to give that one a point because that's
seen Dexter.
That's actually really funny.
I've been to Florida. You're right.
Well, that's the thing. Originally, I was going to put Florida, and I was like, no, be more specific. Miami.
Can we nominate like him getting a point for that? Because that's actually really.
Well, you know what? I was.
This isn't how it works, is it?
For the next one, I was going to say, I'm willing to give Andy a half point because for what race is not officially acknowledged, he put the furries, and the correct answer is the skating, which the other two got.
That's a little bit different. That one.
Ow! It's more accurate to the answer.
To be fair, it is both unacknowledged for good reason.
How about we'll stick with a quarter point?
Quarter point.
Okay.
No,
Half a point. I think half.
I'm drawing a line. It's no points or it's a half point. I'm not making assets for another quarter point.
All right, that's fine. We will end the rankings with Eli at 6, Hal at 5.5, and Andy at 1.5, breaking up the rear.
Oh, thank you very much.
Did I
Not
get
a
a
problem.
minus? Do I not get a minus because I put Skaven in brackets Daddy Ratty?
Oh my god.
I don't know if that put you off. I'm not gonna lie.
You know, I looked at it and I was gonna say something about it, and then my brain, I think, just went, "No, we're not gonna look at that. You're
Unacknowledged like the Skaven.
We're not going to entertain
We're
that.
role playing.
It's like,
We're role playing.
it's like an SCP. It's redacted.
Oh my god.
Daddy Ratty. Oh god.
No, it is time for the hard section.
No.
I'm gonna start with what I think is the easiest one because it's technically part of his name, but you know. So, with that being said, what tribe of a pre-imperial humans does Sigmar come from? What is the name of that tribe?
Lord. Oh.
I don't know.
Oh, she's like, do they have like tribal tattoos or something? Like is he from the 1990s or something? Like, what's going on?
I don't
man?
think he featured in Scarface.
He was on. Was it Jersey Shore? Like,
Could you repeat the question, please, Colin? Not that it'll do me any good.
Of course. What is the name of the tribe of pre-imperial humans that Sigmar is from? It's his last
Right.
name. They take the name of the tribe for their last name.
Oh, so like if it was Norse, it'd be like I am Skar Jurgensen. You'd be the son of Jurgen, so it'd be Jurgensen, but it's like a clan honorific. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I've pulled this out of the depths of my broken mind. I feel like I might have got this. Oh, the spelling might be
saying-
atrocious.
Are you saying, Hal, there's a chance?
Are you
there's a
saying there's a
chance.
chance?
There's a chance because I don't know.
I have a question, Colin. Can I donate my points to Hal?
I'm afraid that's not how this works.
Oh, okay.
But props
gosh.
for asking.
Oh, thank you.
I think I
my
might have got this. This is like I feel like a shout out to the Kings and Generals channel. They did like a series on Sigmar, I think, and I feel like it's in the depths of my mind. I feel like I brought it up. Don't tell me obviously yet, but
I'm not going to spoil it yet.
okay. All right, I'm ready.
I'm just staring at my.
Oh no, you're not
cursor.
ready.
I'm just like, what can I put?
Pain.
I'll try
Eli's
something.
too confident. Like he's rubbing his hands. He knows.
No, I don't know the answer to this one. It's
What?
I'm like, I'm sure if I heard the name I would recognize it, but
We'll
I
get,
don't know it.
we'll get
Oh, you have to go funny answer. Funny answers.
all right. For the next one, I'll be impressed if anyone gets this. What is the name of the Reichsmarshal of the Empire, who is second in command of the army only to Karl Franz,
Oh my gosh!
The
what the heck?
Reichsmarshal.
and whose mustache is the single most glorious to behold in all of Warhammer?
But both names or
see.
last name?
If you get the last name, I think I'll count it.
Oh, brother, this is. I think I know who this is.
I know who has an awesome mustache, so that's it though.
Do we get half point if we get his first name? Maybe. Oh, I feel like It's on the. It's there. I have it. I remember. Is this the guy who? Actually, I shouldn't give anything away, but is this the guy who took down Wolfric the Wanderer?
I don't believe so.
Oh no, this is I'm thinking of the wrong dude. Like.
Jeez.
Pain. Because is there any clues possibly?
That was a clue.
I gave the answer of Daddy Ratty earlier. I feel like that might have earned me some points.
Someone can conceivably have his first name in real life.
What was that?
Nice.
I don't know what you want from me.
Someone can have his first name.
By the way, I am Googling something, but it's not related to the answer, so don't worry. It's just for humor purposes. So if you're hearing me tapping away, I'm not cheating. I'm trying to make it funnier.
Eli, please tell me you don't know this.
I just guessed. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, thank God. I think we might be tied at
They
this
are
point.
both decent guesses.
I think you're 1 point. You're half point ahead of me.
Can we correct it? Can we correct our answer?
Yeah, I'm still waiting for Andy's fun time answer.
Don't worry, I'm almost done. I'm just double checking I've got it
So,
right.
if you've got a last-minute correction.
You seem like correction.
I have. That's wonderful.
I feel like I need a alarm, little like hotel bell, if you know what I mean, for that answer.
I'm glad you gave that to me. But for the last one, so Gotrek and Felix, I'm a dwarf and his Remembrancer human companion. They've done many legendary deeds. At one point in the capital city of the Empire of Altdorf, there was civil unrest over a decree passed down from the Emperor, and it caused them to begin their legendary partnership, as Felix was nearly run down by the Emperor's bodyguard, and then the Emperor's bodyguard made the mistake of trying to fight Gotrek, so they died. What is the name of the civil unrest that caused them to become partners?
Ooh.
Eli has already full sent the answer.
Are you confident, Eli?
I was, and then
there
he
was
finished. And then he finished the question. I sent this in before he finished the question. So
there was no hesitation in that one.
Mind repeating it for me, please? Because I'm like, my head is all over the place with that. I don't know how to tackle this question quite.
So Gotrek and Felix came together because they were both involved in a riot over something that Karl Franz, a decree that passed down. What was the name of this event, this civil disturbance?
You could actually make a... I feel like this is not a crazy answer, this one, but it could be that you actually might be able to get it. Possibly. That's not really helping anybody, is it? If Colin, if someone is like, doesn't really know Warhammer Fantasy, why should they read Gotrek and Felix?
Because...
Like, just go for it, yeah, tell them why.
If you don't know Warhammer Fantasy, these are perhaps the best books to learn about the setting, and they're just fun adventure novels to read. I will, as much as it hurts me, I will say, they are somewhat, you kind of know what's going to happen. Part of that is I think there's like 15 main books in the series. So you know Gotrek's not going anywhere in book 3. Or Felix. Like, you know they're good. You know that at least somewhere in those last few books they're going to stick around. But they're very well written stories. The characters are all fun and interesting to look at and see how they're thinking. They're just good books, and if you're interested in Warhammer Fantasy, they're probably the best place to start, in all honesty. I feel
like I might have inspired you too much. You're a big fan, aren't you, of Gotrek and Felix?
Very much so. I will cut down my praise of it in order to read the answers now, though. So, take it from the top. The first question, what was the tribe of pre-Imperial humans that Sigmar is from? Hal, you nailed this one. It was the Unberogans.
I think I was.
What?
Eli put Sigma and then dash rights. And then Andy put the Barnabys and a smiley face.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Did I spell it right?
You did, actually. I'm pretty sure that's exactly how you spell it.
I feel like that's honestly, that might be a miracle.
I'm impressed you pulled that out of the depths of your memory.
I don't know. I remembered it was, I think it's the one where I was reading about something where he fights a dragon ogre, Shaggoth. Is that correct? I don't know. Do I know wrong? Like he fights Sigma?
Well, the thing is, you were saying a dragon ogre, and my brain went, "How do you make a?" And then as soon as you said, and then you went Shaggoth, and I was like, "Like you answered the question in my mind." For me.
Yeah, the dragon ogres and the ogres not at all related.
Okay. Okay. That's scary.
I picked it out from like a thing I read about that. Yeah, from there.
For the next one, which was what I closed out the wrong window tab. My apologies. What is the name of the Reichsmarshal of the Emperor with his glorious mustache? I'm afraid no one got this one right. Hal, you put Luther. Well, it was Luther Hess, and now it's Luther Heisenberg.
It's me, Walt.
So
Sigmar, we need
and
to
Heisenberg.
cook.
That's interesting.
Sigmar, we need to cook.
I just imagining like he sits on his his elite decked out armored horse, and he's got a little like said hotel bell, and he just taps it vigorously. And then that's how they get rid of Beastman or something.
So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he's kind of a warrior priest. He's a prophet of Sigmar. He's pretty involved in the end times with Vultan. Unfortunately, not correct. Eli put Boris Todbringer, which is also not correct. That is the Elector Count of Middenland.
Yeah, I thought maybe he had a special responsibility or something.
Indeed. But he is cool, but he's not, unfortunately, the correct answer. And then Andy hit me up with Erich Friedrich Wilhelm Ludendorff, which unfortunately is not a named character. He very much should be.
He was a named character in the beer hall putsch with the. But anyway, I was like, you said he had a big moustache and he was a field marshal. I'm like, ha! There's a history joke.
Unfortunately, those are not the funny Germans we're talking about.
No.
I say unfortunately. Fortunately, I need to backpedal on that.
Oh God.
Ugh.
Fortunately.
And for the last one, what is the event, the civil disturbance that got Gotrek and Felix together for all of their adventures? Hal and Eli, you both came through on this one. The window tax riots.
Yo.
And Andy has the Great Tap Dance Massacre of 1272.
I wasn't sure about the timeline, so I just put a number.
Which say not only is about 1300 years before the Warhammer Fantasy timeline it takes place in.
All right, details, but still.
Wait. What was the name of the guy for the previous question? I don't think we.
I skipped right over that. Pardon me.
That's
The
not
answer
surprising.
was of the Reichsmarschall Kurt Hellborg.
Oh, I remember that name
Yeah.
now.
Kurt. He sounds like is that like the German equivalent of like Chad?
No, that's Carl.
Really? It feels pretty like, he rides on a skateboard and doesn't come home at the right time.
He sings Nirvana because he was in Nirvana.
Maybe he does. He rides on his mechanical skateboard from Nuln and he doesn't come home because he's stabbing Bretonians.
We can dream. So got the window tax. Like, why did it have a window tax? Is it explained in the?
It was just to get more money. It was a tax on the amount of windows you had in a building. And
Yeah, that's
they
a real
rioted.
thing that was in the real world, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was.
That's
It
hilarious.
was perceived as targeting the underclass, and they rioted. And then Felix was one of the people in charge of the riot. And then Karl Franz sent in the Reichsguard, and then Felix nearly died about 15 books too early. And
So he
There
just
was Karl
said- he
Franz
said, like-
league group called the Reichs. Oh gosh. Right.
Well, he's
I don't know.
of Reichland is the province, right? So it's
yeah,
not like
there's just
that.
a lot of Reich going, and you put an answer before with Hess, and I'm putting the there's a lot of Reichs going on here. I don't know, it makes me uneasy.
He's German. He's German.
With that, though, it is 7 points for Eli, 7.5 for Hal.
Yeah.
Coming up from behind with that half point from the Faith, Steel, and Gunpowder. Andy is winning the comedy game by far.
That's all I have.
Still has 1.5.
But I have 10 points in spirit.
Now,
I appreciate coming in from behind. I always appreciate like my WWE entrance. Sorry.
The Emperor King with the steel chair.
Coming in from behind, as usual.
Oh, Lord.
Jeez.
Now,
Oh my god.
it is time for the bonus question.
Oh no.
Okay.
Name all
alright.
10
No, I'm
provinces
winning.
of the
Whoa,
Empire.
chill. Let it go. Let
I
it
like
go.
the
Is it
range of
actually
emotions.
it?
I'm
Is that
like,
actually it?
oh, cool. And you're like, no, and you're in the lead.
It
Stop
is time for the
complaining.
bonus question. Name all 10 provinces.
Oh,
No.
I think I could do it.
Now, there is one, a slight bone. There's technically 11 correct answers. I'm not counting Sylvania, so you can cross that one off the list. One of them is like a half province, and it even is the one involved with the halflings, the hobbits, whatever you want to call them. I'll count that as a correct one. Also, I've said 2 of them throughout the quiz, so if you dig back, you have 2 correct answers.
So is this for all the races then? This isn't just all the provinces of like one.
This is all the provinces of the Empire. There are 10.
The Empire. So
You're
that's the humans.
There are 10 main ones. There's like a little sub-province that'll count as a correct answer. I'll give everyone a few
You know what?
minutes.
I have played Total War Warhammer, so I think I might
That's
I have a chance. I have a chance. That's fucking hell.
that might be the victory decider.
Oh my god. I try like do I go like north to south like in my head? You're too quiet about this. I just like please don't win. Like you just it's unfair.
Please
I'm
don't
thinking
win.
very hard right now.
Oh, it's like on the I want to know what Andy's thinking right now. To be honest.
I am trying a theme.
I'm trying to remember that. You know, like in Total Warhammer, they have the symbols of like their provinces. I'm trying to go through all their symbols and like pick out like almost like you know how it's like color coded on the map. I'm trying to like cross it out like a little child in my head.
Also, gentlemen, I have a surprise thing to say because I screwed up the point counting. I believe Hell is at 8.5.
Oh,
What?
I'm gonna double check that again.
Dethrone the king.
3,
Dethrone the king
4,
with
5,
another king.
6, 7, 7.5. Pardon me.
Okay, so there's still a chance.
I'm blanking.
To be honest, there's a lot of
blanking.
points for grabs here. I might get one.
Wasn't there? I've got a quick question. Wasn't
Yes.
there a? I feel like in the depths of my mind, I'm remembering that there was a province destroyed. Does that count? If you know what I mean.
There was technically 2 that have been. One was destroyed and one was subsumed. So if you'd like to put in one of those 2, I suppose I'll count it. But you've got a 10 answer maximum.
I think
Got
that's the one
5.
where one of the characters in Total Warhammer starts. That's why I'm asking because I feel like that was. I remember. I think I might explain the lore after because I want Eli to win. But I feel like I'm remembering like a story about some orcs and one of them was destroyed. I don't know how to spell this one.
You are remembering correctly.
Like I said, if it's close enough, I'll probably be able to decipher. And if you're struggling, just make it really German.
Oh, don't worry, I'm making it very German.
Oh my! What's the? Oh, okay. I'm gonna put the one I do know. But what's the one with the capitals Nuln? Oh, and it's Nuln Oil. How can I?
Oh, I almost made a massive mistake. Oh my gosh.
That isn't
Oh, no, I
one
don't
of
have
the
it.
provinces, Hal. What's the name, though?
No.
I've
Yeah.
almost finished my answers. I think you'll like them.
I'm very excited.
I think.
Okay.
I'm almost there. I feel like I'm forgetting one. Pain. Oh no. Yeah. Do you have all of them, Eli? By the way, I'm just wondering.
No. There's one that I can't freaking remember the name of.
I think I've got one, but I think I've spelt that like offensively bad.
Well, they're not real, so you can't offend anyone.
They're not real. Oh my god! I think has anyone ever been told in
You've
their
read my
own?
answer.
Has anyone ever been told in like their own videos that you said the name of a character wrong, and you realize you have for like an entire video, and then,
It wasn't a
Like-
It wasn't a character, but I said the word tithe wrong. I pronounced it as tithe.
Tiv.
Like the Imperial Guard's Tith.
Having a bit of a tiv over there.
I remember reading I had never listened to the audiobooks. I read the Night Lords ones, and it was goddamn Jago Sevataran, and I pronounced it like Yargo, like the parrot from Aladdin.
Yeah.
That was atrocious.
He's just like, Conrad Kurz, we gotta stop skinning people. You know, shut up, Chicago.
These are each worth half a point, by the way. I probably should have clarified that earlier.
I might not get many points, but Colin has seen my answer and he has given me the bread emoji, and I'm very pleased.
I think
I can say you're getting a half point.
I think I only have.
I
8
know
of
one
them.
of them. You mentioned it a few times.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I mentioned it when I'm shoving Karl Franz down people's throat.
I feel like
that sounds
I played
Take it.
I've played Total War Warhammer, but I've exclusively only played generally with the Empire. So I feel like this might have been my saving grace. This might be my saving grace.
Well, there's not to spoil, but there is something after this that could potentially be anyone's saving grace. Including you, Andy.
Oh.
It's like worth like 100 points or something.
I was going to say, no, I'm not. If it turns around on this last bit and I win, I'm just like, it's over. I'm leaving Lorecrimes.
Peace out.
Fun of quizzes.
Rides off into the sunset.
Yeah.
Did you know all of these before you did the quiz? Like, could you name all these from the? Of course you do.
I don't want to answer that.
He is Mr. Fantasy.
Mr.
Well, that sounds wrong.
You
Sound like an 80s DJ.
I think I got 8. I sent him my answer though.
Mr. Fantasy is like a pit bull, like Mr. Worldwide, but Colin's Mr. Fantasy.
I'm
Oh my
reading
God.
the answer right now. How about I just start with Hal and Eli? You both get 5 points.
Wow.
5?
I'm pretty sure you got them all right. I'll go through, and if you want to double check what you've all sent, just to make sure.
Ooh.
But and Andy gets half a point, and making me giggle very, very hard.
I got the bread emoji. That's all I wanted.
We have the provinces of the Empire: Reichland, Averland, Stirland, Middenland, Nordland, Talabekland, Weissenland, Hochland, Ostland, and then Ostermark is the odd one out. And as for the little other provinces that I said counted, it is the Moot.
Yeah.
It is Solland. It is
I'm not sure I spelled that right.
Drakewald, I believe was the name of the province. Which
Is that a province?
It was,
forest?
It's the name of the forest. There was a province in that I might embarrass myself, and that's not the name of it. But it used to be its own province, and then everyone from there was just phenomenally corrupt and ruining the empire. So they just said, nope, this is part of Middenland now.
They got crunked.
They got crumped hard.
I got. Hold on, let's get that. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
And then-
5,
I don't know. I don't know if I got full points for that. I think I
Actually, hang on.
said cities
You
or
said-
faction names instead of provinces.
Right. Well, the faction names in the Total War are just the provinces.
I think I said a few capital cities.
1,
Though.
2, 3, 4. Actually, hang
very
on.
confident I
I'm
have
glad
half
you,
a point.
Eli, you very generously called out yourself. I doubled up on one of them. So the Moot is one of the ones that counts. That's where the Halfling is. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to Averland. Averheim is not a province. It is the capital of Averland.
Yeah.
So that's a wrong.
Stirland? Is Stirland not a province?
Stirland is a province. Middenheim and Weissenland are correct. Actually, no, Middenheim's not right either.
No, that's just a city, I think.
Oof.
The plot thickens.
Oh no. Am I going to get roasted? Am I going to get roasted too now?
Is Marienburg part of the?
It
Didn't
is
it succeed?
Not. It officially
Succeeded, yeah. I don't know
from
if
the
it's
Empire
counted, though.
in return for a lot of money.
Eli, join me. Join
And
me.
poorly
with me,
designed
Kratos.
Steve
No.
Sykes.
Join me with my terrible answers.
Wait, do I get?
It's
Do
fun.
I get the same
Hal,
treatment?
or
that I might
Eli
have?
only gets 4 points
Yes.
after a quick recounting. Hal gets
I only got
the
half.
full 5.
I think I had 12 answers. Is that are they all
You
half?
do, but the first 10 were all right. So
The other two is superfluous.
Oh fuck! It's
That's
Avalon
overkill.
wrong.
Good job.
no, you got Nordland, Middenland, Ostermark, Hochland, Ostland, Reichland, Sturland, Talabekland, the Moot, and Weissenland.
Is Avalon not a province?
It is.
Isn't that the green one? Oh, yeah, I might. And
is.
Son, fuck me. Oh,
You have the points. Let it
No,
lie.
there's no extra points on this.
oh,
Stop
okay,
fishing.
okay.
Stop
I
fishing.
need to win. Eli needs to die. I mean,
Now,
in the video game.
if
In the
I
video game.
remember correctly,
I need this so badly.
that's 12.5 for Hal and
Yeah.
11 for Eli. And
Oh, he's so close.
Andy is
Oh,
riding
man.
back up with 2.
Yay! I'm so
But
happy.
that being said, the last question, I thought for the first fantasy one, I'd get it just a out of the shot in the dark question that I'm so confident that none of you are going to get. That if you get this one, you win.
Oh, no.
There is a series of Warhammer novels about a vampire woman who has not only had her marriage officiated by the Archlector of Sigmar, despite her being a vampire, so imagine if the Pope said, yeah, this vampire's cool, but she even once saved the life of Karl Franz. What is that lady's full name?
Oh yeah, no way.
Oh no!
That's why I said I'm so confident no one's getting this.
I'm
You
gonna
win
throw
if you get it.
I'm gonna go something out of the dark. Is this? Is she got the one with like really short blonde hair, like almost like white hair?
Nope, you're thinking of Ulrika from Gotrek and Felix.
No. Damn it. We still have to give an answer, don't we?
I've put my shot in the dark, but it's way less funny than the last answers I gave for the various places from across the Empire.
It did make me remember that Matilda book about that psychic girl. Like 8-year-old psychic child.
Oh, while Hal and Eli are doing their answers, should I read out what I put for the last one with my half point?
Oh, by all means. Oh,
Okay.
I'm so sorry, but you know what?
That's
I think
alright.
it's better if you read this.
Well, I had no idea, so I got Reichland, and then I thought, wow, there's a lot of German stuff going on, so I then put Reichport, Reich Tropics, Rikers Island, Reichonia, Reichhaven, Reich Barrow, Reich Krispies, Bratwurst, and Oktoberfest.
Nice.
So,
I've got one answer in from Eli.
I'm just gonna put. This is actually.
His answer.
I'm gonna lie. This isn't a name, but this is. I just want you to read this like, when it comes up. Oh god,
Okay.
it's not.
First off, I'd like to say my humble apologies as the quizmaster not reading Andy's provinces.
that's okay.
I goofed. For
We
the next,
appreciate
for the last one though, I'm gonna say Hal's for last. 'Cause that- we have Andy with Matilda. We have Eli with Skaven Master Race. Yes, yes. Skaven will
What?
destroy Man Thing Filth Nation.
Wait, can you read that out in a Skaven voice?
I can try. Skaven Master Race. Yes, yes. Skaven will destroy men. Filth Nation.
That wasn't half bad.
That was amazing. I want that as my whenever I get a text. I want to have that on my phone.
I'm overstimulated. Oh my god, I need to breathe.
And then-
I need to breathe.
Hal hit me up with my man like a pizza cutter, all edge and no point.
The chaotic energy when you are the quizmaster, Colin. I'm sure you're responsible for this.
This is beautiful. This is what I
Was
was
it right?
hoping for. Believe it or not, no, it wasn't right.
My man like a pizza cutter. I can't even finish it.
I can't tell if that's an insult. I don't even know what that's aimed at.
Jeez.
What if it was aimed at Karl Franz? What would your response be?
Then I'm getting angry.
Karl Franz, honestly, like the guy who'd watch JoJo's Bizarre.
As for the actual name of this vampiric woman, and I promise to you, cross my heart, this is a real character. Her name is Genevieve Sandrine Dupont du Lac Diodione.
My
Of course she's
gosh.
French.
Because that doesn't have the most Hermione Granger ever heard.
I did not make that up.
Dang.
Oh, can I be honest? I laughed too hard and I think I pulled my back.
Well, for what it's worth, Hal, to soothe that broken back, you are the victor of this quiz.
Yes!
Coming through at
Hooray.
12.5 points.
Almost
Eli not
gave me
far
crown.
behind with
The
11.
win streak is broken.
And Andy with
Is-
2.
I have a
job,
horrible
Andy.
suspicion that for the rest of these quizzes, I'm always going to be like never winning, but we'll see.
You never know. I feel like I've finally caught Eli. I'm coming
did.
for the crown.
You did.
It's gonna be mine.
You
I'm
got,
gonna
Hal
have it
better
for a
not. Hal
couple of
better not
weeks.
win my quiz.
Oh, Slanesh quiz? Oh, hands down.
Yeah, but you're both
yeah.
Slaneshi boys.
I think-
I might have some questions that Colin can.
I
can
think
get.
I got Slanesh. I'm a degenerate.
I have a few questions that I'd be very impressed about.
All right. I'm excited to hear it. You heard it here first, folks. Up next, Eli's quiz. Slanesh.
You poor things.
Every joke I want to make about that will get this video demonetized, so I'm gonna hold myself back.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much, Colin. That was pretty good actually.
I'm glad.
I'm surprised at how well I did. Oh my god.
Yeah, good job, Hal.
Good old Karl Franz and his Karl Franz Ussi.
How
That
dare,
has to be in there.
how
Had to be in there at some
how
point.
dare you disgrace him of all people?
We're gonna end it now before the fight begins.
Yeah.
Yeah, the smashing chairs.
Tune into the Patreon for the fist fight video exclusive.
Thank you all for
but yeah.
watching. I'll catch you guys next time.
Take care, everyone. Remember to like and subscribe. Don't forget that, and have a good one.
Bye.
Farewell.